continuation from part 1, but basically, listen, if you're along coastline especially, listen to the authorities, obey them, and if you live in an evacuation zone, or a evacuation zone like Harris Island, obey and get out, because you don't want to be stranded. Now, what does it mean in regards impacts for us? Well, that probably means we could be having to deal with, let's see, that means we could be dealing with maybe some outer rain bands generally, but there's some outer rain bands from Arthur, but indirect impact will probably be mostly showers and thunderstorms as we head on into Thursday. Generally from the frontal aspect of it, from the front trough, that will be kicking Arthur back out to sea, so we'll have to see what happens in regards to that. See what happens in regards to that, but I think most of the rain we'll be receiving will be from the front, from the attributes, from the complements of the front. Not so much Arthur. We could still see some outer rain bands. We'll see what happens, how close, if it really does come. But in other news, though, it still has yet to make that northeasterly turn, so have to watch this really closely. It could be hugging a little bit closer to the coastline. It could be spraying those impacts a little bit further inland than anticipated, so we'll have to see what happens. Further inland, more rain we get. Though I'm not concerned about the wind issue, but for those maybe in southeast Virginia and so on and so forth, southeast Virginia, I am concerned about the tropical storm wind threat, but I think the primary window for you guys to experience the worst weather will be Thursday night into Friday morning. I do think that will be, but the main threats will be scattered. I think widespread will be too extreme a word here. I think scattered power outages, scattered to maybe widespread power outages, maybe some down limbs or down trees, if you're down trees. So we'll have to, maybe somewhat of a water. I do think we might get a minor storm surge, but I don't think it'll be all that significant. It won't be nearly as significant as what you guys saw with Hurricane Isabel, or nothing like that. Absolutely nothing like that. Or nor'easter from, or Ida and whatever you call it, or Irene. So not going to be a big deal. There will be a little bit of storm surge though. I suggest just stay off the beach, or unless you're a trained weather spotter, just stay off the beach. So basically, here's an overall image of rare image of Arthur, and you can see some convection trying to wrap around. Hints of an eye right here. Although you notice right here is open on the western side. That means it might have been in training a little bit of dry air. That's been kind of struggling to close a little bit. But this, I do think, if the strongest winds are going to be right here. So should it take the track? Just a little bit inland, it's going to be pushing a lot of water, the storm surge, up against the Outer Banks, and that could be causing some significant overwash and stuff like that. So that's why the officials are really, emergency officials are really enforcing the evacuations. So have to see what happens in regards to that. So once again, so if it moves further inland, that'll put the strongest wind quadrant, northeast quadrant, right over here. So you really have to pay attention. So you really have to heed those warnings and get out. And so because that's why there are evacuations in effect. Well, folks, that is about it. 4th of July looks nice. Much of the 4th of July looks nice. I do think after the lunch hour we will be in good shape for fireworks. Although I do know the Browns Island event has been canceled. Good move, just to be safe, to do July the 5th. So, better safe than sorry, right? I applaud them. Right. So, well, folks, enjoy the rest of your evening, and yeah, I'll have an update tomorrow. Thank you.